Think walking's the key to health after 70. Think again. Doctors now warn that relying only on walking could speed up aging, weaken muscles, and strain joints, raising your fall risk. But don't hang up your sneakers. There's a better way. I'm sharing 5 essential moves to prioritize instead, unlocking strength, balance, and energy to keep you thriving well into your 90s. From simple exercises to protect your bones, to surprising habits that boost longevity. These aren't just tips, they're your roadmap to independence. Backed by science and real stories, they'll reshape how you stay active. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do daily to live longer and stronger. Don't miss the last one, it's a game changer most overlook. Let's connect. If you want to age with power, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Drop a 1 in the comments if this grabs you, or a 0 if it's not your vibe. Your thoughts fuel us, share them now. Priority 1, strength training to preserve muscle mass. If you're over 70 and think walking's enough to stay healthy, here's a wake-up call. Relying only on steps could be speeding up muscle loss, making you frail faster. After 70, sarcopenia, the sneaky thief of muscle, threatens your independence. But strength training is your secret weapon to fight back. It builds muscle, boosts balance, and keeps you strong enough to dodge falls, helping you live not just longer, but stronger, well into your golden years. Meet Clara, a 74-year-old from a small town in Colorado. She walked a mile daily, thinking it kept her fit, but she struggled to lift a 10-pound box of books or rise from her 18-inch couch without pushing off with her hands. At first, she blamed age, but her doctor explained walking doesn't challenge muscles enough to stop sarcopenia, which steals 3–5% of muscle yearly. Clara started simple strength exercises, 10 bodyweight squats by her kitchen table 2 feet away. Within 3 months, she carried a 12-pound grocery bag up 5 steps and stood effortlessly, her energy soaring. Studies show strength training cuts fall risk by 25% and boosts longevity by 15% in seniors. Why is this crucial? Muscle isn't just for looks, it's your foundation for mobility. Walking works your legs, but skips upper body and core strength, leaving you vulnerable. Weak muscles mean shakier balance, raising injury odds. Falls cause 90% of hip fractures after 70 per research. Clara's struggle with the box was a sign her muscles needed more than steps. Strength training, even light resistance, rebuilds muscle fibers, improves joint stability, and sharpens reflexes, keeping your 140-pound frame steady. How do you start? Test yourself. Sit in a 19-inch chair, cross your arms, and stand without hands. If smooth, you're set. If tough, try daily exercises. Do 5 squats, holding a counter for balance, aiming for 10 seconds each. Lift 2-pound cans for 8 bicep curls 2 feet from your pantry. Push against a wall for 3 sets of 5, building shoulder power. Clara used a $10 resistance band for 10-minute sessions, no gym needed. No equipment. Use a 16-ounce water bottle. Aim for 15 minutes daily, split if needed. Wear supportive shoes, 1-inch soles, around $50 for safety. Consistency is everything. Clara made squats her morning ritual, like her 8-ounce coffee, and her strength grew. Beyond falls, muscle supports, brain health, active bodies cut dementia risk by 10%. It keeps you social. Lift a 15-pound grandkid or garden for 20 minutes. Ask yourself, do I tire lifting things? Try 1 exercise today, maybe 5 squats by your chair. Your body's been your ally for decades. Let's keep it powerful. Strength training is your key to thriving, not just surviving. It's not about heavy weights, but small, steady challenges to stay robust. Priority 2, balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. If you're over 70 and banking on walking to stay healthy, here's a reality check. Walking alone won't keep you steady on your feet. After 70 falls are a major threat to independence and poor balance. Not weak legs is often the culprit. Balance exercises are your secret weapon, strengthening, stabilizing muscles, and sharpening reflexes to keep you upright and thriving well into your golden years. Meet Henry, a 76-year-old from a small town in Georgia. He walked a mile daily, thinking it kept him safe. But one day, stepping off a 2-inch curb, he wobbled and nearly fell heart racing as he grabbed a lamppost. At first, he shrugged it off, but his doctor warned that falls cause 90% of hip fractures in seniors, with 30% losing independence. Henry started balance training standing on 1 foot for 5 seconds by his kitchen counter 2 feet away. Within weeks, he held steady for 15 seconds, feeling confident crossing a 20-foot uneven sidewalk. Studies show balance exercises cut fall risk by 25%, boosting longevity by keeping you mobile. Why is balance vital? Aging dulls your proprioception, your body's sense of position, raising fall odds by 30% after 70 per research. Walking strengthens legs, but skips small muscles in your feet, ankles, and core crucial for stability. A misstep on a 1-inch crack can topple a 150-pound frame if balance falters. Poor stability also predicts mobility loss. 40% of wobbly seniors need assistance within 5 years. Henry's near fall was a sign his balance needed work, not more steps. How do you build it? Test yourself. Stand near a counter, lift 1 foot 6 inches, and hold for 10 seconds. If steady, you're set. If shaky, practice daily. Try 5 heel-to-toe walks like a 10-foot tightrope, holding a wall for safety. Shift weight side to side for 8 reps 2 feet from a table. Do 3 one-leg stands 5 seconds each twice daily. Henry practiced in his 65-degree living room, no gym needed. No space, use a 15-foot hallway. Wear supportive shoes, 1-inch soles around $50, or go barefoot for free. A $5 yoga mat adds grip. Consistency is key. Henry made balance drills his morning ritual, like his 8-ounce coffee, and his steadiness soared. Balance training also supports brain health. Coordination cuts dementia risk by 10%. It keeps you social. Navigate a 30-minute farmer's market without fear. Ask yourself, do I wobble on uneven ground? Try one exercise today, maybe a 5-second one-leg stand. Your body's been your ally for decades. Let's keep it sure-footed. Balance exercises are your shield against falls, ensuring you thrive, not just survive. They're not about fancy moves, but simple habits to stay steady. Priority 3, flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. If you're over 70 and relying only on walking to stay fit, you might be missing a key piece of the longevity puzzle: flexibility. As we age, joints stiffen and range of motion shrinks, making everyday moves like reaching for a 10-inch shelf or tying shoes feel like a chore. Walking keeps you moving, but doesn't stretch your joints enough to stay supple. Flexibility exercises are your secret weapon, keeping joints lubricated, reducing pain, and ensuring you stay independent well into your golden years. Meet Ellen, a 78-year-old from a small town in Oregon. She walked a mile daily, thinking it was enough, but her neck felt tight, turning to wave at neighbors, and bending for a 2-foot drop to grab a pen was stiff. At first, she blamed age, but her doctor warned that joint stiffness raises fall risk by 20% and mobility loss by 30% in seniors. Ellen started gentle stretches, 10 neck rolls each morning in her 65-degree bedroom. Within weeks, her shoulders loosened, she reached overhead easily, and her 15-minute walks felt smoother. Studies show flexibility training cuts joint pain and improves mobility by 25%, key for living to 100. Why is this vital? After 70, cartilage thins and joint fluid drops, reducing shock absorption. Walking's repetitive motion, 2,000 steps per mile, can stress knees and hips without flexibility to cushion them. Stiff joints limit movement, making a 5-step climb or a 20-second bend painful. Research links poor flexibility to higher arthritis rates. 40% of seniors face it, and falls, which cause 90% of hip fractures. Ellen's tight neck was a sign her joints needed more than steps. Targeted stretches restored her range. How do you do it? Test yourself. Stand and turn your head side to side, smooth or tight. Reach for a 12-inch high shelf, easy or strained, if restricted. Practice daily. Try 5 shoulder rolls, 10 seconds each, 2 feet from a wall for balance. Do 3 knee-to-chest stretches, holding 15 seconds on a chair. Ellen added 10 ankle circles before bed, no gym needed. A 15-minute yoga routine, like chair yoga works. Wonders find free videos online. No space, use a 10-foot living room. Wear comfy shoes, 1-inch soles, about $50, or go barefoot for free. Consistency is everything. Ellen made stretches her evening ritual, like her 8-ounce tea, and her joints felt 10 years younger. Flexibility boosts circulation, cutting heart disease risk by 10%, and improves posture, easing back pain. It keeps you social. Reach for a 30-minute garden task or dance at a friend's party. Ask yourself, do my joints feel stiff? Try 1 stretch today, maybe 5 neck rolls by your mirror. Your body's carried you through decades. Let's keep it limber. Flexibility is your key to thriving, not just surviving. It's not about touching your toes, but moving freely to live fully. Priority 4. Core and posture exercises to protect your spine. If you're over 70 and leaning on walking as your only exercise, you might be missing a critical piece for longevity: core strength and posture. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it does little for the deep muscles that stabilize your spine and keep you upright. A strong core isn't about six-pack abs. It's about preventing back pain, boosting balance, and ensuring your 150-pound frame stays steady. After 70, these exercises are your shield against falls and aches, keeping you vibrant and independent. Meet George, a 75-year-old from a small town in Texas. He walked a mile daily thinking it was enough, but he started slouching during 15-minute chats with neighbors, and his lower back ached after standing for 20 minutes at a market. At first, he blamed age, but his doctor warned that weak core muscles increase fall risk by 20% and back pain in 40% of seniors. George began simple core exercises, 5 seated pelvic tilts, in his 65-degree living room. Within weeks, his posture straightened, back pain faded, and he felt steadier climbing a 10-step porch. Studies show core training cuts injury risk by 25%, a key longevity factor. Why is this crucial? Your core, abdominal, and lower back muscles stabilizes your spine, supporting every move. Aging weakens these, causing slouching or pain that limits mobility. Poor posture strains joints, raising fall odds. Falls cause 90% of hip fractures after 70 per research. It also hampers breathing, cutting oxygen flow by 10%. George's slouch was a sign his core needed work, not more steps. A strong core improves balance, reduces joint stress, and even aids digestion by supporting organs. How do you build it? Test yourself. Stand against a wall, head, shoulders, and hips touching. Hold for 30 seconds, comfortable or strained, if tough. Practice daily. Try 5 pelvic tilts, tilting your hips forward and back while seated, 10 seconds each. Do 3 abdominal braces, tighten your abs, like bracing for a punch, for 5 seconds, 2 feet from a counter. George added 5 wall push-ups, 18 inches from the wall, twice daily. No gym needed. Use a chair or 15-foot hallway. A $10 yoga mat adds comfort. Wear supportive shoes, 1-inch soles, about $50, or go barefoot. Consistency is key. George made core work his morning ritual, like his 8-ounce coffee, and his spine felt stronger. Core strength boosts brain health, better posture, improves blood flow, cutting dementia risk by 10%. It keeps you social stand tall for a 30-minute book club or garden task. Ask yourself, do I slouch or feel back pain? Try one exercise today, maybe 3 tilts by your chair. Your spine's carried you through decades. Let's keep it aligned. Core exercises are your foundation for thriving, not just surviving. They're not about intense workouts, but small habits to stay upright. Priority 5. Joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain. If you're over 70 and walking is your only exercise, you might be putting your joints at risk. Walking keeps you moving, but its repetitive impact can wear down cartilage and strain knees and hips, especially as joint fluid decreases with age. After 70, low-impact movements are your secret weapon protecting joints, easing pain, and keeping you mobile for a vibrant, independent life, well into your golden years. Meet Clara, a 77-year-old from a small town in Arizona. She walked a mile daily, thinking it kept her healthy, but her knees ached after a 15-minute stroll, and her hips felt stiff climbing a 5-step porch. At first, she blamed aging, but her doctor warned that walking's repetitive stress, 2,000 steps per mile, can worsen joint wear, raising arthritis risk by 30% in seniors. Clara switched to low-impact exercises like 10-minute chair stretches and swimming twice weekly. Within a month, her knee pain faded, she moved smoother, and her energy soared for a 20-minute garden task. Studies show low-impact movements cut joint pain by 25% and boost mobility, key for living to 100. Why is this crucial? Aging thins cartilage and reduces joint lubrication, making a 1-mile walk strain a 150-pound frame. Without low-impact alternatives, joints like knees bearing 3 times body weight per step wear faster, causing pain and limiting motion. Falls responsible for 90% of hip fractures spike with stiff joints. Clara's aches signaled her joints needed gentler care, not more steps. Low-impact moves strengthen muscles around joints, improve blood flow, and reduce inflammation, keeping you active without harm. How do you do it? Test yourself after a 10-minute walk. Do your knees or hips ache? If yes, shift to low impact. Try 5 chair-based leg lifts, 10 seconds each, 2 feet from a table. Swim for 15 minutes weekly at a community pool, $5 per session. Cycle on a stationary bike, 2.5 meters, or do 3 ankle circles daily. Clara used a $20 resistance band for 10-minute stretches in her 65-degree living room, no gym needed. No pool walk in a 3-foot shallow tub for resistance. Wear supportive shoes, 1-inch soles, about $50 for comfort. Consistency is key. Clara made chair stretches her morning ritual, like her 8-ounce coffee, and her joints felt 10 years younger. Low-impact moves boost heart health, circulation, improves cutting stroke risk by 15%. They keep you social. Join a 30-minute Tai Chi class or garden pain-free. Ask yourself, do my joints hurt after walking? Try one low-impact move today, maybe 5 leg lifts by your chair. Your body's carried you for decades. Let's keep it moving smoothly. Low-impact exercises are your shield for thriving, not just surviving. They're not about giving up activity, but choosing smarter moves to protect your joints. Final thoughts. Walking's great, but after 70, it's not enough to keep you thriving. These 5 priorities: strength training, balance work, flexibility, stretches, core exercises, and low-impact movements are your real keys to a longer, healthier life. They protect your muscles, joints, spine, and stability, cutting fall risks and boosting energy to keep you independent into your 90s. From a 5-minute squat to a 10-second one-leg stand, small habits like a daily stretch or a chair-based leg lift build a body that defies aging. Reflect on this. Do your knees ache after walks, or do you slouch standing? Start today. Try 3 pelvic tilts or a low-impact swim. Your body's ready to reward you with stronger steps and pain-free days. Consistency turns these moves into a fountain of youth. Share one change you'll make in the comments below. Your ideas inspire us. Hit subscribe and ring the bell for more tips to live boldly after 70. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.